Crochet, the Wobble Queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. she's turning yarn.
Welcome in, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Yay! Crafty got first, and Crafty is partying away right now. He is, let me tell you, he is dancing around. Did you get your, by the way, did you get your closet all cleaned out and everything? I see you're joined by another guest. Yes, Papa is in the house today. He said that since the girls are coming over early and everything like that, earlier than normally, we're for my birthday, we're gonna do like a really short chill stream. I'm just gonna be working on some bees wings, and we're gonna talk and chill. And
I can't do anything.
yes, he's hanging out here because he can't do anything else. He's got the poison whatever all over him, and as you know, he's dry.
Miserable.
He's miserable, dried out. Yeah, not the bee's knees, just the bee's wings. And actually, I was going to say, look what I got yesterday. I don't know who else got theirs yesterday, but I got mine yesterday. And I was going to tell you. He said, no.
Yeah. I've had the steroid shot, and we have text care through my insurance. So they called in a prescription for a steroid pack yesterday, so I just started that yesterday. And of course, Paul's is a pharmacist, so she's telling me what to take along with it. And so yeah, it's actually it's gotten a lot better since yesterday, but it's been brutal. It's the worst case of poison ivy I've ever had.
He says it's poison sumac.
I don't know what it is. It's poison sumac. It's poison something. It's deadly poison.
Oh,
It's some sort of poison. I think I got bit by a rattlesnake or something. It's terrible.
well, considering Papa, and I will say this, Papa is one, he will go to the doctor if he needs to, but he does like the text care because then he doesn't have to go to the doctor for something simple as, I know I have poison ivy. We can look at it. We can see.
Yeah, I mean, like if you didn't have text care, I think text care is great. For anybody who doesn't know, text care is like this thing where you can just text like these. What do you call them? Like assistants.
Yeah, they're
like
like assistants. Yeah.
basically. And as we have it through our insurance, and basically they can, if it's something that you don't need to go see a doctor necessarily for, like I use a lot for dermatology stuff, they can call in a prescription for a steroid cream, or steroids, or an antibiotic, possibly even stuff like that, and you don't have to go to a clinic or a doctor, pay the copay, do all that just for them to say, yeah, we're just going to call you in a prescription. So to me, like I take advantage of it for things like that. But this is also, just real quick, I'm going to tell you, this is why the outdoors is bad. Stay away from the outdoors. Everybody just stay inside. Don't go outside. Nothing good happens. When you step outside, it's like going to Australia. Just don't go out there. Something bad will get you.
Something bad will get you. That is why Crafty, when he does his outdoor streams, he stays into his yard. Because, he knows what his yard has.
Yes, there are things that are all over the place. This just reinforces my anti-outside mindset.
Hi, Linda. How are you doing? Thank you for the check-in. I think I'm crocheting a little too tight. But anyway, I know it's not squeaking like Halls's was. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I've actually convinced Halls Pickin' Halls to come and do a couple streams with me. Maybe one for Thanksgiving and a couple for Christmas. She's a pharmacist over a pharmacy, but the girl that works with her, that is the second pharmacist, does not celebrate Christmas. It's just it's her prerogative. She doesn't celebrate it. And, hey, to each their own. So I am trying to figure out some kind of, Hirschner's had a cute little like turkey at one time, an amigurumi. See, they have a little leaf buddy back here. I blocked everything out. Not that I would think that any of y'all would actually, even if you got my address, would actually even send me anything that would be rotten. So, or come camp out on my front porch or anything like that, because I don't really have a front porch.
You got some.
So, but anyway, I was looking because there was a turkey at one point. But I am going to tell you, this is what Papa Linda said hello.
Oh, hello. I'm trying to deal with the dog here.
I am going to check their catalogs. I mean, yeah, I'm going to check their website because I know they had one. I had it in a catalog earlier and it was a little turkey. But I think this catalog, there was one in here and I was like, I'm going to show everybody this is the one I'm going to get. And look at this, Crafty. I think Hirschner's stole our idea for this year because I see so many Granny Square patterns. I think someone dropped the hint that you and I were doing Granny Squares this year, and it was the year of the Granny Square. I'm just saying. Every time I open it up, there's some sort of Granny Square. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something like this, but I don't really wear line. I don't really like wearing anything this long. But I like that scarf, but I'm sure you could do it, like, since they give you what they use, you could do different colors if you wanted. I bet I'm not gonna find it now. I bet I'm not gonna find it. It was a pretty Afghan, and I thought, "Ooh, I should do that." Now, I will say this, I am a really big Vanna's Choice. I love her yarn. I don't know why, but she does have some good yarn. She is one that actually got branded a really good yarn. And they're just gonna Biscuit and Papa are just whatever, and they're deciding but you know what? I think that I'm gonna get I didn't get one like this. I got one like, I think the one with the S, the Centro. Because this one, the Addy that one is really, I mean, it's 239 and $299. That's really expensive. I mean, I'm sure that it's good quality, but I'm sure I haven't even opened mine, Cub. I have got to open mine and get mine, get to crack-a-lacking and get it open and work it out. But there was one. Picking hauls like this, so I'm probably going to order that so she can have those to do over our Thanksgiving and Christmas streams. But I do, maybe it was this one. I'm not big on the plush yarn though. But she was like, "Ooh, I like that," when it came in the mail yesterday, because it came before she left yesterday. So anyway, let me get back to these wings. But she's coming over today. Her husband's coming over. I was gonna say it. I just
felt like you were struggling with it.
No, I know what he is. He's a hoot. He's a hoot. Of course, he has to be a hoot. He's with Picking Halls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does.
Be with any of our kids.
Actually, you're right. It does.
Be with you.
I know, because I'm so horrible.
Why does he have purple yarn strewn all the way across?
Because he's Biscuit. Yes, this is the newest one. It just came yesterday, Linda.
No,
And
no.
he's going to push you to your limit. I can tell you that right now. Ooh, this one is one I really, really liked. I think it's because it's the colors, but it's intermediate. So, I would have to take a step back. And I like this one. I love the colors of this one.
When do you graduate to intermediate? How many years does that take?
I don't know. I'd probably
Shouldn't you already be there?
No, I probably should, but I'll probably have to get like good 20 years in like Crafty before I can be intermediate. That's the way I look at it. Crafty's got a long time in. He's probably professional. He says I'm advanced. Thank you for the follow, Blue Jim. Thank you for the follow. But I do like this color right here. And that is pretty probably intermediate because it's got 3 little circles done. But so I think that I think I would like to do a mosaic blanket maybe next year. But like I said, I don't want to add anything on to my plate for this year until I get done with next year because this year I'm not going to add anything extra on my plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I am but I'm probably going to have a refresher course. I know you did a stream on it where you did a very small piece. So, I may have to go back and watch that VOD again. What are you two doing?
He is refusing to let me do what I want to do.
No, because you're here, so he wants you.
He wants me to hold him.
Yeah. He's like, somebody's got to hold him up so people can see him. Mosaic and graphs, I love to do. I just haven't done. I actually think I might turn Papa loose on. You could do a mosaic again on your stream. Okay, when the time comes. When the time comes. I could turn Papa loose on like Stitch Fiddle or the one that Stellar uses, because I think I wrote that one down. It's in my book. And turn him loose and let him make patterns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I think he would really like that. I think he'd really like to make patterns. And then that way I could do a mosaic and feel comfortable doing it. I saw the follow.
No, I know.
But anyway, yeah. Yeah. After January rolls around and we all get settled, hi, Unicorn. 1, 2. And we all get settled. I can get with you and say, hey, whenever you want to do it, I'll be there. Because I'll be there. And you know what? Crafty actually did. Actually, it was on and I remember what stream it was. We were doing the Nook, and Crafty actually showed me how to do corner to corner. So I did corner to corner. Huh?
She talking about the blanket.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's a mosaic probably.
That's pretty.
Yes, that would be fun. Crafty, that would be fun. I have 3 Centros and 2 Addies. Different sizes of the Centros have issues, so I will use it for parts. I have a Centro that I got for Christmas last year, and so I need to make something with it. She said yes. The last comment was mosaic. Hi, Spooky. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm just actually crocheting a bee wing while we're just talking, and Papa is here for because he has nothing better to do. That's what he says, but he actually enjoys talking crafts with crafty people, even though he's not crafty. He does draw though. He is not the crafty Papa, but he's the Papa Be Fun, which
No fun.
Papa No Fun. Right now he's Papa No Fun, but it'll go away. He will be back to Papa Be Fun soon. But yeah. So, how is everyone's day going? What is everyone planning on doing? The girls are going to be over probably in.
Okay,
So Kay will be here around 11:45. Oh, I've got to decide where I want to eat lunch at. And then we're going to do birthday celebrations. So we shall see. We shall see how well that goes. So 1, 2, 3. At least I'm not being squeaky clean with my yarn like Picking Halls was yesterday. Hold on. You know what? Since we're talking about her, let me go in. We'll just do, let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, we're just going to do Discord. Let me get my stitch marker in there. Mark that off. And then we will do Discord. He's not crafty yet. How did you know?
there is no how do you know.
How did you
There is no how do you know.
know? I'm going to make him crafty. Why is it over there and not over here?
It's not over anywhere. Maximize your Discord. Now I'm gonna click that. Yeah,
Okay.
now it was.
No. I was wondering why this stuff isn't over here.
It is. Click on it. What's not
Oh.
over there? Just it's
This one.
because it's YouTube.
Oh, okay. Crafty. He's not crafty yet. Where do you see it over here?
Scroll down. Make sure you're. You're right. There was Linda's,
Yeah.
and then it's like close it and reopen it.
This one?
Yeah. It seems like it hung up some or something. I don't know. You won't have chat now.
Okay. Okay. Discord it is. We are off
Get
to
that
Discord.
reopened.
Discord. He listen here. Okay. So this is we had someone come into stream, Jazz, and they were making I think she said it was a bag. Hold on. Why in the heck am I going? Yes, she made a badge and she was stitching her granny squares together. I think she did a really, really good job for her first chance, her first stint at she was doing granny squares. It was the first thing that she was doing, and I think stitching them together.
Oh,
Why did my thing take a poop?
I don't know.
Why is this
Exit that. No, just hold on. Click it again. Open that back up.
Discord?
Discord, yeah. Click the X in the right corner, not Discord, not that. Close that image or something.
Oh, okay. So I told her I thought it looked good, and Axis did this one. I'm assuming this is something he made, a little snowman wall hanging. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. And then let's see.
That's not sure.
Oh, that's not okay.
There's a link to the bowl.
Okay.
When you were talking
And then
about
there
it
were
yesterday.
okay. So there's a link to some bowls that ceramic bowls that Stellar is making for, I think, her Yarny Social. And then of course here's Finn. We all love Finn, don't we? Because only I can break Discord. Only
Yeah.
I. Yes, only I can break Discord. Look at them teeth.
Break everything.
Listen. I'm to break it, he's to. And then Panther, she did some more of the cats and sparkly yarn. Because she was this is the sparkly yarn one, and then these are the non-sparkly yarn ones.
Hey, chat. Tell you something. After she's done her stream, I'm going to go to her phone and turn off like notifications. It's no wonder she's so scatterbrained during things because she gets a notification like every 15 seconds on her phone. Why?
I didn't know you do. I'm not even paying attention. I'm not even paying attention.
It's distracting.
Yeah. This is why he goes outside and he gets poison sumac. and this is a whatever. So anyway, those are the little, and actually that cat, if y'all want to make that cat, they're in the pattern section. Panther has listed the pattern. It is a free pattern. And then let's see. Oh, pig. Oh, Stellar found a pig yarn bowl. I just got to look at
What?
it.
Yarn bowl?
Oh my God.
I think the yarn bowls links was because when Halls was here, Halls had never seen yarn bowls, and she was posting the links into there to show Halls.
But did you see
Yarn
that
bowl.
yarn
Yes, I
bowl?
saw that one. You cannot have it until you make space in here and clean up. You got to get some of this out of here because you don't have space for it. We're not adding it on top of all this other stuff that you got going on. So no.
But it was a cute little pig.
Well, okay, Christmas is coming up. You can bookmark it. You can send it to me. You can do whatever. But I am not buying it if you don't get at least 2 tubs out of here.
Okay, 2 tubs. I can get rid of 2 tubs. So this is a hat that Dandy's doing, and he was asking opinions on whether they should make it that size, leave it as an infant, or go further. I said leave it as an infant. I think Stellar said leave it as an infant. He's laying down the law. It won't last very long.
I have to. If I don't, we'll be running out of this room. There'll be no more streams.
So this is
finished.
Hog's finished her pumpkin. This is Pip the pumpkin. I'm not going to show y'all. I got the mummy made. I did not get, because the stitch, I have never in my life, I have to watch a YouTube video on this because it's a foundation linked double treble crochet. That's how you make the wrap that goes all the way around this thing. So I don't know how. I don't do foundation change. So here's Pip the pumpkin. He's looking really cute. And if you look right here in the corner right above, there is a cat. And that's Meatloaf right there. Meathead. And he is probably waiting for this thing to get done so that he can probably attack it. Because that's what Meatloaf does. You didn't put a picture of Meatloaf in there.
I think it's kind of creepy.
It's creepy?
Yeah. It's cute, but man, like, I don't know, middle of the night.
Oh, look, Jazz made a pumpkin. She is moving right along. Yes, she's very new to crochet. So yes. But I actually like it, Picking Halls. I like it. I like it. Love it. Love it. I just, Meatloaf is gonna get a oh, and since you're in here, you didn't know your sister's gonna be here at 11:45. Just to let you know that. You don't have to be here exactly at the same time. I'm just letting you know. And I'll be back. I'm going to take my little ankle biter outside. That is perfectly fine, Linda. You might want to tell her we're going to eat at DD's. So
Are we definitely?
Yes. And that way Nova can figure out what he might want. Unless they want to eat at Texas.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just tell them the 2 choices.
Yes. Papa's going to tell you the 2 choices for birthday lunch. So I'm trying to be accommodating. I am really too tight on that. But so see, it's not coming up over here because I'm watching her and something's wrong with this.
Yeah. It's acting like you're logged out. But you can't, I wouldn't worry about it right now. You're just gonna have to just roll with your chat over here. Oh, you know what we could do? Go real quick. Okay, sorry.
Hi, Lola. How are you doing?
Is that Lola or Lala?
Lost Lola.
Lala.
Lala.
Lala. Reading.
Go
up into tools. No, docs. Go to docs because we created a doc that one day. down the bottom of that YouTube chat doc.
This one?
Yeah. I don't know if it'll.
No.
So it's got the wrong URL. You'll just have to. It's okay. Just pay attention to your Twitch chat for today, guys.
Okay. Cub, I'm not gonna you're not gonna yeet him. I don't know. Can't be yeeting the cub. But anyway, on the 4th round of this wing. This is the bee that I'm making, but I'm making the wings first to tie onto him before I stuff him because this is for a little kid. And I don't want to have the wings come off. I don't think he would be destructive, but I really don't know him. So this is kind of like a commission piece. So I don't really want the wings to come off because I don't know the kid personally. I brought you into this wonderful world of granny squares.
Okay. She's being sassy there. Okay.
Is she being sassy? Hi, KK. Who? Oh,
I got some weight, dude. So I can't see looking at myself in the camera. I can see like half my body.
it's okay.
It's
You're
not
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
We'll work on it. Once I get past the ick.
Yeah, once you get past your ick, you can get back and doing things you're doing.
Keep it out.
I don't know what you do when I'm not here.
Clearly nothing. I mean, look at me.
But anyway, so I just figured I'd make some bees wings to go on this little bee. And then I'm going to have to look up a video on a foundation linked double crochet. I just wish there was, like when you do a foundation chain, just in time to take a vacation. When you just take his poison sumac, you mean? Not poison oak. He doesn't have poison
I
oak.
don't know what it is. It's poison, whatever. It's better,
It's
but
better.
it's not good. Pretty terrible.
What was I saying? Oh, like when you do a foundation chain, they like a foundation single crochet or whatever. They always say, or you can do this. It's the same thing. I wish they would have done that in the instructions. Oh, well, just chain this many and whatever, double crochet. But they didn't. So, gonna watch a video on it. I might undo this. This is way too tight. Is it supposed to be? Oh, it is supposed to be curvy. 1, 2, 3. They're gonna be little like wings like that. Oh, okay.
Little fatty.
They're gonna be little fatty wings, if that's what you want to call them. So, today I was talking to Peepop this morning, and I have a wall on one wall in my living room that has all the girls on it, like through different phases of their lives, younger, older, Mother's Day pictures, things like that. That they made me went to JCPenney's and made Mother's Day pictures one year. Hoot holler. People are like, "Really? Your kids did that?" I'm like, "They're my kids, and I enjoy the pictures completely. They're not for you, they're for me." Good morning, Stellar. How are you doing? Yes, you do see a papa in the background. He said he had nothing better to do today, so he would sit with me. So I told Peepop, I said, "You see that wall?" Because we were FaceTiming. I said, "You see the wall behind me?" And I said, "That's all going to be you when you come back at Christmas time. All those pictures are going to be filled with you." And she went, like the little, was it
like Home Alone?
like the Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, whatever his name is. But, and then she started clapping. I was like, Okay, gotta get to crack-a-lackin' and get me some pictures because I have a bunch of pictures. I just have to get them out and print them and put them in photo frames for everything. So this is row 6. I'm just making a bee's wings to go on this bee before I close him up. And we're just chilling and chatting. We got to get working on that then. I'm off next week, so just give me any project. Okay. Well, we just need to find pictures throughout the, and I mean, there can be pictures like, like when we did the birthday party and things like that. Just whatever. And we'll have to measure some of the frames that I have because I do have frames I just have never used. 4 single crochets, 1 decrease twice. So anyway, we've got to get it together because we only have, it's not all, we don't have to do all P-pop. I did tell her that it was going to be all her. Um, I can't believe that, like, literally, we're already halfway through September. And I mean, I just feel once we hit October, I feel like once we hit October, like it's going to just fly. It's going to fly.
I think like though this year,
I think the older you
Yeah.
get, the faster the year
no,
flies.
no, 'cause I'm gonna tell you, I thought it was pretty slow until we got into like August, September. But that's because August, September, for me at least, I've had a lot of crap going on for these 2 months that have kind of sucked and it's kind of pushed it along. But the whole year, I don't think I'm going to look back on another year like I'll look back on 2025.
2025.
And it's crazy. When it was crazy, this is 10 years since my car wreck. 'Cause my car
Oh,
wreck was in 2015. So we have this every 10 years, just crap years or something. So,
yeah, that was a crappy year.
and it's just the end of it. Well, no, the whole year was crappy.
Um, yeah, there's a lot of new pigs, KK. It has, to me, it's been a very busy year. And
But not
then,
busy good. Like we haven't accomplished a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like if you look at like everything that's gone on this year, not much of it has been productive stuff, except for last week. That's about the most productive we've had this whole year, probably. But then I paid the price for it because I went outside.
yep, you did. You went outside.
Don't go outside, people.
Papa says going outside's bad.
Outside thing.
Stellar goes outside.
Do not touch the grass; it will give you poison.
Stellar touches her grass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Hi, how are you doing? Niram, how are you doing? Welcome in, Niram.
outside can be dangerous.
For him, it is, especially when he gets around overgrowth and bushes.
This proves what I say all the time. I'm allergic to the outdoors. Look, look what happened.
Well, and then, like, with everything, like, at my work, like, we were talking this morning before we started streaming, because I was talking about something I thought we should do, and then I was like, because I really don't know how many they say we're working from home, but we really don't know when that's gonna start or how often that's gonna be. I mean, there are some people that are adamant that we still have to go into the office. You're allergic to the sunlight? I used to be.
I tried to only go out when be
6. But, I mean, hey, I really shouldn't go out in the sunlight because it's, not really good for me. I burn very easily. But I do like going out into the sunlight because it's so warm sometimes and it's when it's cold. But after the funky weather we've had this year, I am not going to complain about hot, cold, nothing. One wing done. One wing done. Do we have to fasten off? No, we don't have to fasten off.
I'm not crocheting, Halls. You know better. I cannot crochet.
One day we're just gonna run a poll and we're gonna see what should Papa do.
If I had hair, I'd probably get grass debris in mine.
Okay, one wing down. Nope. That's how it's gonna go on. Just gotta figure out how to put it on. Yeah, Papa's not gonna crochet. He wouldn't. We tried to do it at Christmas time. We tried to do it at Christmas time. He won't hold the
You are a terrible teacher.
I actually am.
You are physically abusive. You tried to mold my fingers into shapes that they wouldn't go into to hold.
I am not physically abusive. You're gonna make these people think I beat you up. I don't beat him up. Oh, that's true. Body's gone. Some students need different type. I know. I'm gonna bring him up and drop him off at your house.
No. Well, actually, you know what? He would be a way better teacher than you.
He would.
Just saying.
He's more patient than I am.
Yeah. Some students don't want to learn. You know, that's true too. I don't know.
I think he would
I
like.
like crafts. I mean, currently, but I do like crafty things. I like watching. You can ask her when we're sitting downstairs. Nowadays, I probably spend more time in makers and crafts category of Twitch, watching people do things, and it could be. I mean, when my mom was here and we weren't outside, we were watching people doing glass blowing. We were watching people doing woodworking, the leather stuff. I mean, I just find it pretty cool and interesting, and I would like to learn how to do crafts, but I'm just not really sure what kind of crafts interest me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's a very good teacher. I think it's because he's very patient. But then he sneaks in on you, and I mean, if you're like Clay Miko and right there beside him, he goes, rips it out, and you're like, now you have to start all over again. But repetition and that,
Yes.
because frustration,
Well, no.
your mind being frustrated helps you learn. Did you not say that?
Yes. Okay. What I'm saying, okay, so to explain it in more detail, because you always explain it at such like a surface level, nobody probably cares about the detail. But so our brain, when we have to do something, let's say like lifting weights, and you're lifting a weight that you're not used to lifting, right? Or you're doing a skill that requires different motor skills than you're used to doing. The frustration triggers a signal to your brain that it has to make you adapt. Therefore, it tries to learn, basically. You understand? Or it helps you. It forces the learning through adaptation. So once you get used to something, you need to challenge yourself. And frustration is part of sending a signal to your brain to improve. It's not that like you need frustration to learn necessarily. Yeah, I know, Halls. I need to build my Legos. I do. I've got like 4 sets now that I need to build. But basically, it's all about adapting. Anybody could do anything that they want to do. They just have to not give up when frustration sets in, because the frustration is just the signal being sent to your brain that it needs to learn. So a lot of people give up though at that point of frustration. Me with guitar, for example, in the past. You know, the first time I try to do anything, I get frustrated and I just quit. So, yes. But yeah, I do need new Legos. I just need a place to do them.
Well, we did have a place until they decided that we were going to work from home. We had somewhat of an idea.
Yeah, and there might be a way we can still do with that. Just have to see. And we could do it until you work from home because we still really don't even know when that's going to be.
No, 1, 2, 12. Okay. So let's see. So, Pickin' Halls is coming over with Nova. KK's coming over by herself. And I'm gonna have you go through this Hirschner's catalog because there's a couple things that I'm gonna buy Pickin' Halls. And there is something that I would like to buy for you, but I just want your opinion. If you say no, it won't hurt my feelings. Since you're out of a crafting slump now. And I'm really excited that if we do, and I mean, I'm not guaranteeing anything because we don't know what the burn months will bring, but if you do get to come over and do some other streams with me, that would be great. So, anyway. Listen, I would totally put together Legos with you on Stream Papa. Lego kits are a blast. Well, when we did that one at Christmas and he got mad because I wasn't doing it, he was like, well, we should quit streaming because you're not going to be helping me put this thing together. Legos are more him. How are you doing? Hi, Jess. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? Welcome in. I'm just crocheting a bee wing. We're just chilling and Papa's just hanging out with me because he has nothing to do today until we have the girls are coming over for my birthday. We're doing my birthday today.
It's not really that I have nothing.
He would rather spend time with me. God,
That wasn't exactly what I was going to say.
He was going to say that. Got a few too many projects on the go at the moment. I always have a few too many projects. That's why I thought, well, as if I just do like a chill stream, I can get maybe this bee done, or at least the bee wings done before I stuff it. And then that way I'm getting one project done. He has one, I know, a Lego set that Picking Halls and then bought him 2, 3 years ago. The Atari.
I mean, that's the one. That's the big one. I think I have 3 sets or 4. I have the Fortnite llama, right?
Yes, and I could actually pull out the rest of my llama
I
and
think
make
I
that.
have. Is it a Mandalorian helmet from Star Wars? I think I have that one, and then I think I have the Atari 2600, which is the big one. I think another problem is just where to
No,
put them.
I did not finish the mummy. I got to learn how to do a foundation linked double treble crochet. So I've got to watch a video on that. I finished the head. I just got to finish the wrappings for around it. So I'm gonna watch a video before y'all get here or after y'all leave, and I'm going to get that done today. And were you here when I was talking about P-Pop, when I told her that the wall in the living room, all the pictures were going to be of her? It was quite cute. She was on FaceTime and she acted like she understood exactly what I was talking about. Not the double trouble crochet. No, the dribble double treble.
It does sound like you said double trouble.
She was quite happy that the wall was going to be her, but they're not. All of them don't have to be her. I've got to figure out my desk situation downstairs because
So we've decided on text.
okay. Okay. This ain't Texas. I'm not Beyonce, so I won't sing. 1, 2, 3. Papa, you could do a poll about which one kit to start. You could. That wasn't my suggestion.
Yeah, I could.
That wasn't my
Yeah, I
suggestion.
know. Yeah, I could. I know. I was trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. What I might do is I might do it based on number of pieces and start small and work my way up. You know what I mean? Like, and that way, once I get some progress, then maybe it'll kickstart the whole desire to. Yeah. Stop it.
I've got to make you something before the next stream.
Who, me?
Him.
Oh.
I'm gonna make him, I think.
So you want to get behind you?
I don't here.
Lay down. Lay down.
I turned
down.
all my
No,
scraps of yarn
she's busy.
from
Down here.
Pib into a toy for Meatloaf. Oh, I'm sure he is tickled pink over that. I'm sure he is tickled pink. I will say this. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'll have to put a Pip picture on my Instagram once I get the mommy. Once I get the mommy done. I think he just wants to grumble, Gus. 3, 2, 3. Okay, yesterday I have not watched a scary movie, and it really wasn't a scary movie. It had a murderer in it, and he was picking people off. And I haven't watched one of those movies in quite a long time. But after yesterday, when we were talking on stream about scary movies, blah, 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 on and on and on, I was like, oh, let me watch this movie. It's not that big of a deal. Y'all, I'm sitting here watching the end of the movie. And now, mind you, Papa's downstairs watching football. I'm up here crocheting, finishing the stuff up, watching this movie. The girl, you think she whacks the person that's the bad guy. I'm like, he's not the bad guy. He can't be the bad guy. That was just way too easy. So anyway, she whacks him with this oar and she beats him to the ground and he passes out. And then she's sitting there crying up against a stairwell with like, you know, whatever those things are, those little posts. And she's crying and she's got a hold of them and she's just crying. And behind her is like a water scene, like where they would, like you could dock a boat. Like, because this was in Amsterdam. Like, so they have boat houses attached to their houses where they can just pull their boat in and then it's like a garage for your boat. I'm like, somebody's gonna pop out of that water. Somebody's gonna pop out of that water. Somebody's gonna pop out. I kept telling myself that so I wouldn't be scared because somebody was gonna pop out of the water. The killer was gonna pop out of the water. The killer popped out of the water. I screamed like so loud. I screamed so loud. And I hear from the downstairs, are you okay?
Because she actually physically screamed like she had fallen. And I didn't know. I mean, last I knew, she was just up here in her office up here. And I was like,
What could she have done?
I guess we should check on her.
And then I yelled down, no, it was just a movie. But I have not watched a movie like that. And I mean, I kept telling myself, somebody's going to pop out of the water. Don't scream.
No, she can't go. She can't go.
So anyway, I don't know.
Man.
This is what I get for watching a scary movie after I said I've not watched one in forever. You'll allow the rights to post a Pip as its official guardian. Thank you. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing this again. And the movie actually is called Amsterdam. And it's the corny is crap because it's a movie made like I guess in the 80s.
That's all you watch. It's corny crap.
Yeah, but it was It was just one of those ones you sit and go, "Oh no, I got this. I got this." Yeah.
Actually, Linda, in a haunted house, she would probably just fall to the ground and curl up in a ball and scream.
I
I'd
wouldn't.
have to drag her out or carry her out or something. Probably, she would just stop.
We
Or she might throw her hands.
I probably would throw hands.
Yeah,
The poor people that were the employees would probably have to really.
yeah. She'd probably actually, now that I think about it, she would throw hands.
Because I don't think anybody could get me in a haunted house to
Makes me think back to when I was a kid and they tried to get me in the haunted house at Disney World.
the haunted house.
The haunted mansion.
Yeah,
When I was a little kid, okay. My
when he was a little
little,
kid.
I had to be super little. We were still with my sister's dad. Okay. So I had to be under
10.
11, 10. Yeah. Somewhere in that age range. I don't know. I didn't like scary stuff. I've never been a scary stuff person. I don't like scary movies. I just don't. I can watch them, but it's not my thing. When I was young, I was petrified of scary stuff. So when you're walking into the haunted mansion at Disney World, it has like a long sidewalk with the wrought iron fence along it. You know what I mean? So we got to a certain point and they wanted me to go in. And my stepdad at the time, I wouldn't go in. So he grabs me by my feet and I'm like hanging onto the wrought iron fence by my hands. He's pulling my feet. I can just imagine what all the people who were walking by were thinking because I was like screaming and everything else. And I'm just holding on and he's pulling my feet.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what those people were thinking because I'm going to tell you what
What you would think is I would beat that kid's ass.
I would have said. I'd beat that kid's ass.
There might have actually been some compassionate people walking by. Yeah, if you'd walk by, you'd be like, "Oh, I'd beat his ass."
I would. Because back in the day, you just got your butt beat for stupid stuff like
I
that.
was scared for my life. I was being
You were in Disney, for God's sakes.
Look at that age. You don't know what's going on. They're tapping you in some shrinking, growing room in the beginning. And you're riding along. Now, after I went through it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Let's do it again. Raised all that ruckus for nothing.
But you're also talking to the girl that sat through the House of Presidents. I actually sat through that.
I sat through it.
You did?
That was so boring. I'm so you were like, get the popcorn. This is entertaining. Like, oh my God, we're talking about all the presidents of the United States, and I love all of it. Me, I thought it was. What is your favorite thing at Disney World? Seriously, your favorite. Don't call it a ride because I want to include things like the Hall of Presidents. for
Okay, I
nerdy
would
people
say
like you.
Sure.
Stop. That is not your favorite.
No, actually, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's pretty fun. I actually was petrified of that one too, because I knew that it.
I never,
But
it's
very small
I
one.
never went down Splash Mountain before they got rid of it.
I have gone down there. I never liked that either as a kid. I never liked the log rides, the big drops, roller coasters. I was just a top of no fun.
Papa no fun.
I didn't like doing any of that stuff. I don't know. I enjoyed a lot of the more slow paced storytelling rides, like what was it, Toad's Wild Ride or whatever.
Did you like It's a Small World?
That was a little too slow. It was relaxing. After stressing out over the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Okay.
The Jungle Safari is pretty cool too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I would say yes, that was a pretty cool one to ride too. So okay, we're done with the wings. I'm gonna set that to the side. We've told our story. Yes, our childhood trauma Disney stuff. No. My first time going to Disney was when I was in school.
I was wondering just what age.
I was
Oh crap! You missed all the fun.
I was in 8th grade.
8th grade.
So I was like 13.
So you've been close to about the same. You were 2 years older than when I first went. Have you ever been to Disneyland in California?
No.
Me personally, the people, if anybody's been to both, feel free to disagree, obviously. Disney World is way better than Disneyland. And I think, wasn't Disney World the first one? Because
I-
that's in Florida. And wasn't that where.
Walt Disney started out.
But anyways, I think Disney World is better than Disneyland. I mean, they're pretty similar, but to me, Disneyland, I only went once, felt more like a carnival than like an amusement park to me. Disneyland was the first one. Well, it sucks. So no, it doesn't suck. That's crazy. I don't like Disneyland as much. Disney World seems to have more to it, but maybe I'm just misremembering it since it was so long ago.
I'm making the eyes for my mummy now. I'm just trying to catch up on little parts of the projects.
And see, even when you Google Disneyland,
Uh-huh.
it says Disneyland is a smaller, more manageable, less overwhelming experience. Maybe that's what it was. I went to Disney World first. It felt bigger and more grandioso. And Disneyland, yeah, it's smaller, so it felt just that smaller.
I don't like this yarn. I don't like this yarn. So
Yeah,
that's my fairy dust.
it's saying like when to choose Disney World over Disneyland, and it says choose Disney World for a grand immersive adventure. That's just it. A fuller vacation. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Disneyland opened in 1955, like Crafty said. Disney World opened in 1971. Interesting. Disneyland offers a more concentrated experience, while Disney World is designed on a grander, more extensive scale. Okay, so there we go. We've discussed. Never been to either. Never
Hi,
been to
Panther.
California or Florida. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Epcot and MGM are cool too.
It came in the thing for there's no little plastic thing for the eyes.
I went to Disney World when I was a kid when we vacationed there as a family, but then when we lived in Florida, me and Bray and our kids, we went to Disney World probably what 3 times.
Yes. Oh, read the label.
And I went out to California with my family when I was around 15. 14,
Okay, so 1, 2. See, it said to do. I'm just going to do what it said to do.
because we lived in Arizona.
Hop, skip, and a jump. Chain 2, work 9.5 double crochets in the second chain from the hook. And then you have 9 stitches. See, that's why I don't like working like that, but that's okay. I mean, trust the process, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it my
We
way.
always do things your way.
You like Epcot and leave it alone. Only theme park that I've been to is Kings Island. I've been to Kings
I've
Island
been to Kings Island.
in Ohio.
Yeah. I've been to Cedar Point, which is up in Cleveland, right? Near Cleveland. It's Akron, maybe.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never been to there. I've never even heard of it.
Northern Ohio, I'm pretty sure. I've been to Cedar Point, Kings Island a ton. Like when I was a child, almost every year with my dad. I even went to Kings Island in the winter one time, and they turned. I'm pretty sure it was the part. There was like a part near the Eiffel Tower replica thing that they have. They turned it into like an ice skating rink, and I was ice skating. I wasn't doing it very well as a child, but
That's where my mom, the hospital she worked for when we lived in Ohio.
yeah.
I'm gonna get different yarn. That's where they would have their company picnics.
I've been to Kings Island here. Yeah, the thing that sucked for me with
Hi,
Kings,
Ann. How are you doing? Thank you for the check-in.
with Kings Island, I'm not a big roller coaster person, and like Kings Island is a lot of roller coaster. Like
Isn't that what Dollywood is all about too?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty heavy roller coaster. Yeah, I'm a Crafty. As a young kid, I didn't mind crowds, but as I got older, for sure. Kings Dominion in Virginia, Busch Gardens in Virginia, Six. Okay, yeah. I've never been to a Six Flags.
I have in Atlanta.
Yeah, I've been to Busch Gardens in Florida. Right? There's a Busch Garden in Florida, right?
Yeah, there's a Busch Gardens in Florida, but never. Crowds are just people are just whatever now. Crafty. I mean,
SeaWorld, that's a good one. I've been to plenty of SeaWorld. Quick story. I'm not trying to take over the stream, but I have been
You can take
in.
it over.
I have been in as a child. Two of the SeaWorld shows. You know, they have like the shows. I was in one with the dolphins, like the pre-killer whale. I got to go up on the stage and play with the dolphin right there at the tank. And then I was in a water skiing one that they had. It was a pirate water skiing one. I got to go on the beach with all these other kids and be like in the show. So I'm kind of famous. Bubba, why not take over the stream picking on City yesterday? I mean, you know, the stronger personality eventually wins when it comes to streets.
Six Flags, Marine World, and Vallejo. I can't.
Universal's good too.
The Boardwalk in Santa Cruz, and there's another one in Fremont, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I haven't been to a ton in California. I said I've made one trip to California, went to Disneyland, did go to Universal. Yeah, but I mean, did the typical touristy stuff like the Walk of Fame or whatever, with the Hollywood stars, right?
Yep.
Did that stuff, but
Okay.
the rides when they make them tall enough for me. That was actually my problem as a kid. I couldn't go on a lot of the rides because I was so short. I mean, I'm only 5'5", and I mean, then at that point, I wasn't even 5 feet tall. So a lot of rides were restricted for me. Hated it. But what my parents did do is when I was over the age limit, when they started like, oh, we got to charge, like say you're 12 years old and you got to charge more because, or however, whatever age it was, they're like, nah, he's like 8, you know. So we got like discount to get me into stuff, but because I was so tiny.
Under the Boardwalk down by the sea. Is that what we're playing?
That's a song.
I know it is, but I didn't know if that's what.
No, he's saying it because Ian said Boardwalk
Boardwalk.
in Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah. Not gonna wait for stream to be.
It's okay. I mean, I did do
I'm
like I.
I'm trying to get into the ones that put the shoulder strap on. Yeah, see, I had the opposite where if I got in some of those rides, and maybe it's why I didn't like roller coasters and log rides, but I felt like I could just fly out. Like one good bump, and I was going to be like a kite flying through the air. How small I was. But yeah. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. I've never known what it's like to be tall and be on the opposite end of the spectrum there. Theme park in Barcelona called Tibid Spidabo? No, Woody Allen. That's cool. I don't know how to say it.
That's for the mummy. We're just doing all extras. I'm doing all extras today. I'm doing all the little extra stuff.
Tibidabo. Tibidabo.
T.
Tibidabo.
B. Da. Bo.
Tibidabo. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not very worldly. Never traveled. Well, technically, I guess you could say I've traveled out of the country because. Hold on. No, I went through the locks. You know how the boats, the locks where the water rises and lowers and whatever. And it was in northern Michigan, southern Canada. And if you're on one side of the locks, you were in Canada. If you're on the other side of the locks, you were in the United States / Michigan. So I don't know if that technically counts as being outside the country, but that's about as close as I've been to being outside the country. Now I know you've been outside the country, right?
I've been to the Bahamas.
But isn't that technically
No, the Bahamas belong to the United Kingdom.
okay? So you've been more out of the country than I have.
Yeah.
But I've been all over the United States more than you have.
I've only been to
Went to Disneyland for high school.
5 states.
Now, when you say been to, you don't count driving through.
No.
You just count what you have.
Living.
You have to. Oh, you said living.
Mhm.
You've lived in 5 states.
Ohio,
You don't have to name them all. I mean, just
Louisiana, Florida, Tennessee, no, not one.
so. How many have I lived in?
5.
No, because I've lived in Michigan and Arizona.
Oh,
So I've had to live in.
no, the Bahamas are their own country. Bermuda. Okay. I just knew that they weren't the United States.
We need to give Crafty a badge emote, like for him, for like he's like the fact police, like the fact checker. What do
Hey,
you call like the auditors? He's like the stream auditor.
hey, he keeps us in
No, I
line.
know. It's like I feel smarter for Crafty being here.
Because he has a
it's
he
funny.
was a geography. Well, you did win that Canadian geography thing.
No, you're not. It's not a know-it-all thing. It's actually I actually learned. Like I appreciate the knowledge because if I just believed everything she said, look where I'd be. So
Be a little bit smarter, a little bit dumb. I'm probably the least traveled person here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
that's
5,
not.
6, 7, 8.
I went to 4 different high schools. So
That was crappy.
yeah, I never had a chance to really, up until like my last year and a half of high school, I was never in any sports and never really got in like with people like could get in cliques or whatever.
Don't worry, clicks aren't all they're cracked up to be.
No, I don't say cliques, but I mean like I never had a group of friends that like I got to know very well because I didn't stay places longer than like 9 months. I would like to say, the question people always ask me, they're like, oh, so your family was in the military? Like, I got that question all throughout my high school time. Oh, your family was in the military? Your family's in the military? And I'm like, no, just my stepdad had to run from the law. So,
I swear. It's oh.
and the funny thing is, it's actually kind of true. I mean, by the way, did mom told me? Sorry, guys. This is a story I don't mind telling everybody, but I'm just gonna say, mom told me that he came back to where mom lives,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
He got put in jail. Okay, hold on. They let him out on one condition.
That he
They
did good.
said he's never allowed to step foot back in that county again, or he'll end up in prison.
No.
If they catch him back in that county again, then he'll end up in prison.
Well,
But what's the chances that he can't step foot in there? Like, I mean, they ain't like they got like a fence around the county. I mean, he could.
is his parents?
No,
I just was asking.
no. His
Because
his mom passed away. His dad passed away shortly.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
See.
It'll be a good story one day for my stream, maybe.
When we get him into crafting.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about my childhood and the stuff that shaped me. Not that anybody really cares. The stuff that shapes me is all the cake, ice cream.
Ooh. I gotta do this one.
Yeah, I actually like the just chatting streams. If I know anybody who was there like my last stream a couple weeks ago or whatever, the last one before the last, I don't know, where I said I could just sit and just chatting all day. I could literally sit and just chatting all day. That would be my dream. If I could be in just chatting and pull like enough viewers to keep the conversations moving, and I didn't feel like I was talking to myself, I'd be there every day, all day. But I think that a lot of people wouldn't want to hear what I have to say because I'm a goof.
He's a goof. He's my goof.
Well, thank you, Stellar. We like just chatting with all of you too. We don't have social life.
We don't. We really don't. Our crafting unit turns into just chatting one. Yes, it does. I love your just chatting streams because I think you sound so much happier.
Like I just said, were you just not? She just
No.
ignored everything I
I
said.
do. I
just
know
said-
everything you
I
said.
just said that would be my dream.
No,
to
but
be able
I'm
to just do just
saying,
chatting.
but you're so happy in those
Or
streams.
even like IRL streams, like if I was outside building a shed, like a stream shed, and then I could talk while I was building the stream.
I have got to get a second job so that I can get him in that stream shed.
That's for sure.
Would that not be cool? I work so that he can build one, so that he can build the shed outside,
The
so that
great-
we can actually. Oh, you can make it big enough so that we can both be in it.
No. The reason for the shed is the separation. That defeats the whole purpose. The funny thing about me building a shed is this. I am the most, what would you want to say,
Non-handy.
non-handyman, whatever you want to say, like building things, like saws, wood, cutting. So there would be a high chance that I might lose a finger live on stream and get banned.
Oh my God!
Because-
Would you get banned for that?
I mean, I would think you would. That's pretty.
You could say he was a renegade. Yeah, you just had that. Oh.
There's craftsmen, there are crafty men. Yeah, I'm neither.
Yes, he's neither.
I'm neither. Unfortunately, I would like to be a crafty man, as in, like, I'd like to do crafts. The thing is with crafts and stuff like that with me, what, am I taking over?
No, I would say that you just need to pick something and
No,
try it. If you don't like it,
not
pick
like
something.
that. It's not like that. But what I'm saying,
Chatting?
no, we can just sit here. Nobody can change anything. What I'm saying is, I like the fulfillment of creating something. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I say it all the time. That's why I'm in the career I'm in. Even though it's just coding and it's just web development, I still get to create things. I don't have that fulfillment outside of my job, really. So I just want to create things. You need to, while you're sitting there
Oh my goodness!
dumping things.
No, the tin is got a magnet in it. The tin has a magnet. I
That's why I like it. I have an idea. Next time you're at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, walk around the entire store and see there's quick and pick something to do on stream. Trying to, it's funny, Crafty, because I was actually on Chat GPT the other day, and I was trying. I basically, it's probably a terrible prompt that I use, but I was like, okay, here's things I'm interested in, like just my everyday life. What are some good crafting type hobbies that would marry well with the things that I enjoy? And it kind of gave me some ideas, but I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, but your idea is good. That's really good.
That would actually be a good idea.
That's why I like Excel. I love Excel. People always hand that stuff off to me at work because everybody hates Excel. But I love it. I probably don't do as many report stuff like she does, but like Anne.
Oh,
She said she likes creating reports. Yeah.
you know what, Crafty? This week, if we go out and we do something through the middle of the week, that's what we'll do. Well, we won't go to Michael's unless we go to the one on the other side of town, which someone told me where it's at now.
I told you yesterday where.
Yeah, and one of the ladies at work told me too because I made the comment. I didn't know where it was.
Why
at.
did we not go to the one we always go to?
I have nothing. Well, you're not gonna be You're not gonna be crocheting, so
I
it
think
doesn't. really
Hobby
matter.
Lobby is fine anyways because it's pretty relaxed. And
Yeah,
pretty,
you're not-
pretty organized.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
Michael's isn't as organized. It feels cluttered to me. I like it. I like it better. I miss Joanne. Joanne's was like cool. I'm not even.
I really honestly, I'm going to say this about Michael's. I honestly feel sorry for Michael's because I think it can be a really, really great craft store. But I think there are people out there, and we all know there are people out there that just don't want to work. And I'm telling you, I would go in there and work for yarn if they would just let me clean up their yarn section.
I was going to tell you while we're sitting here, you might want to text your order to Kay.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just not like orderly. It feels more cramped than
well,
Michael's.
our Michaels, I will say this, our Michaels, um, it's a lot for painting. They have a lot more supplies for like painting and stuff like that, I've noticed.
But Joanne's we used to go
Yeah.
to, and the Hobby Lobby that we go to currently,
Mm-hmm.
they both are very spaced out.
Yes.
Their aisles and everything are spaced. When I go into the Michaels we go to, it feels
I think the
like
Michael
this.
the
Like it's
Michaels
too small of a building.
yes, like they didn't get enough square footage
Yeah.
in the building that they opted into. My Michaels is pretty well organized. It just doesn't have a whole lot of stuff that I'm interested in. And I wish they had a larger yarn selection.
Kayla just asked me if I could food.
I'm kidding. To Kayla.
Yeah, I mean I'm not a yarn person, but because I go with her so much, Joann's obviously to me had the biggest yarn selection. I noticed that once Joann's went out of business, Hobby Lobby seemed to step up their yarn game a little bit. But yeah, I agree. Like Michael's, I don't think has a ton of yarn. At least ours doesn't.
They have one section, one row that's got it on both sides. Then they've got those like, I don't know, Crafty would probably understand me. And I'm not saying that anybody else would, but like PDQs, like those little cardboard fixtures of yarn. They have the Karen cakes in those. I'm like all out in the area for that.
You have to make sure you send.
I am.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. The miniatures thing. I've thought about that, Stellar. I've thought about. I don't know if I have the patience. It would be cool. The other thing I have is like I feel like I've seen the miniatures and I think they're super cool. The painting of them I think is super cool. I just don't have a lot of space to like have these things like displayed or even where to store them and stuff like that. So, I mean that's been the problem with the Legos too. The reason I haven't put together the Legos partially is because I don't have a place to put the finished sets when I'm done.
But if I got 3 totes out of here, I actually see 3 totes that need to go anyway. You are local. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow.
Build that shed and then back the store. Yeah, exactly. We gotta build the stream shed.
But
Assemble and paint car kits too. I used to mess with that when I was a kid, but
what's wrong?
he's just me. I'm gonna get your toy. That's it. I'm getting.
Yes, he does. He needs a display wall like my yarn.
Yeah.
But he does have art behind him
Yeah. On stream.
on your stream. And
Yeah.
it took forever for that wall. Kayla wants to do something like that in here. But what's sad is
You can't do that with your wall as easily because you got that. I mean,
no, she just wants to make a wall with a different color.
like an accent wall.
Yeah. She says, this is KK's room. And she put a lot of stuff on the walls in here when she lived here. So do you have Amish there before you can ooh, yeah,
I
you
mean,
get an
yeah,
Amish shed.
yeah. I don't know.
They insulate it and go from there would be a lot cheaper route.
Yeah, it's like I've thought about doing like the Home Depot tough sheds or whatever they're called, which you can just buy like the sheds, but you got to get one obviously to have at least one window. I would say, maybe. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but
I would get one with a window and then you could insulate it like Linda said.
yeah. Our biggest, to be honest, the biggest holdback that stops me from doing it. There's 2 things. One, seeing if we're legally allowed to put something like that in our backyard.
And legally allowed. Ask him what legally
Well, no,
allowed
I'm
means.
not just saying the HOA. I'm saying building permit wise, we're allowed to put. I know you can put a shed in your backyard. I know that, and they don't have to know that it's anything more than a shed.
Well,
But the bigger obstacle is the electric, because we would have to have AC in it, and we've already had our own like set of issues with electric here, as far as like getting it run where we could have the AC in my office.
But wouldn't it not be on its own little breaker box?
But that's my point. Somebody's got to put it in and do all that work, and we saw how much that cost us. But you can get one of those little 110 units that has the heating. Yeah, we have. That's what I have in my office. So my office is next door to this room, and because I work from home, we went ahead. It used to get real. It actually got really hot in the winter. Oddly enough, like that's when it got the hottest because the heat would be on and the sun hits the back wall and it would heat up that room. So we do have one of those mini splits in there, but we had to increase our breaker box size. Then they had to increase the line size for road people.
I let you up here
Then they
and
had
you
to
got
install
down.
it. So it ended up being a lot more money than we initially had planned.
It was more of a sticker shock because they got
No, sticker shock is when you go see it and you're like, oh my God, that's a lot. But it was hidden costs.
yes, hidden costs. They're right there yet.
But yeah, I agree. That's what I would do with the shed is I would get one of those small units, but we would have to run. What are you writing down?
I'm writing projects I need to finish.
Don't let him sit. But it's gross. But yeah, that's what we would do. It's just I'm scared of the cost. And after this year,
This is the most expensive thing we have in the house right here.
I don't know. Between me and him this year, we've combined for quite a bit.
This right here is
Hey, I'm getting your
$1 million baby. Not really, but
I'm done. No. Don't scratch my wrist.
it's like
Okay.
coasters.
Did you send your order?
But yeah, I think that the legality issue, I've seen a lot of them where as long as it's underneath a certain size.
Right,
Like,
which it would be because I mean these are the sheds. I mean they aren't
Like-
like getting a large shed that you can pull a car in or something. I mean look at the size of our neighbors; it's pretty big, and you wouldn't need anything bigger than that.
No. And he's got windows in his.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it. That's but yeah, the running of the electric out there would be
that's the biggest obstacle. I mean,
because would it go underground?
you have to. You ain't gonna have it above ground. You would have to.
That would be a ride and a half. He would have to document. Y'all would have to be there with him every day.
If I was doing it myself, yeah, gee. It would be interesting content for sure. A lot of messing up, a lot of raging over messing up, probably. And it just gets expensive. It's not really worth it. We have 2 good rooms.
Yeah, we are getting
We technically have a third whole room that I think we just need to be able to properly. I mean, we can't use up a lot of the space because of the gym stuff,
yeah.
but we just need to be able to properly space. And we have a garage that we don't pull our cars in.
Yeah.
So
We are getting older.
well, we're not getting any smaller because the kids have already moved out.
I know, but you don't want to be trekking out to the backyard.
I don't care. I'm not like you, wanting a one
Where do you want to go?
You tell me.
Want to go anywhere?
I'm gonna take him out. That's what he got away from me.
He's like, yes, I am. Let's see. Thanks for the stream. Always a good time and happy birthday lunch. Yes. I'm trying to figure out if let's see. That's me. Let's see what I have. I have 8. We could either, do you want to go watch somebody play a game, or would you like to watch somebody crochet? It's up to you. Or I can just end it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just. Oh, thank you. Either one is fine. Okay. Then you know what? That just answered that. Let's do that. Okay. We are going to raid out to Hart. He is crocheting a raglan jumper sweater. And I will see you later next week. And y'all have a wonderful day. And I am going to go eat lunch with my babies. And y'all have a wonderful day. And thank